Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we have my last update for my Panda palette project for this year. I know it's already very close to the end of the month and of the year, but I still wanted to give you a little update, and I thought we are going to end this project in like 2 weeks, and that's enough time to make even more progress to show you. So I would say let's hop right into it. Here you can see my version of the Sultry palette by ABH. As you can see, I have already changed out so many eyeshadows in here now. The most recent ones were this one here, the new Steampunk, and then also Amber. And then I've had so much eyeshadow left that I've put it in here too. So these two are actually the same, but I've decided to only work on one of them. And then Steampunk is the other one that I've created. Let me show you a bit. I was able to hit pan in both of them. I'm very happy with that. I also filmed a tutorial where I'm using them. So this will be up like in a day or two and you can watch it. I actually filmed it like before I filmed this video, but I thought this is more urgent to be posted than the other one, so I decided it that way. As you can see, I have expanded a lot of the pans. So let's start fresh here with the shade Fresh. As you can see, I've hit side pan here on the top, and it's super tiny kind of eyeshadow remains in here. My goal is to use it up in 2 weeks, and I think in order to do that, I have to repress it because the corners are so hard now, so hardly pressed, that I can almost not pick up any product anymore. And in order to use it up, I think a repressing of this one is necessary, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to repress it, and then hopefully next month I have used it up completely. I think it's like the only one that I can actually use up in this palette at this point. Then in Pearl, you can see we also hit side pan. This is one where I'm also very close, and if I would have invested more time this year, I would have been able to use this one up too. But I don't think that I can do it in 2 weeks. That's like not possible. But we're just trying to expand the pan. Maybe I'm trying to clear out like one corner. Maybe we do that. I haven't decided yet, or maybe we expand the pan until the bottom of this pan. That would also be fun. I don't know. But there will be some more progress. I use it so much, almost every day, as an inner corner highlight, but you don't need a lot of eyeshadow for like the inner corner, so I only use a tiny bit each day. This one here I use to set my concealer that I'm using as a kind of an eyeshadow primer. So I also use it daily, and yeah, I just have to keep applying eyeshadow every day until the end of the year, and I think I'm going to do it because I love eyeshadow, so it's my favorite part, and I also love applying my makeup. It's a very relaxing thing to do for me, and so I rarely skip a day. Then let's talk about these two here. Cinder, I have definitely expanded the pan, and I hope you can see it. It's also very like flat around the pan. So I've used a lot of this eyeshadow, and I think this is another one. If I would have invested more time this year, I could have used up this one. Then Twig, I also tried to use a ton. I try to use it more now than Dystopian because I just wanted to get some more use out of it. Here you can see the pan. It's also very flat already. Then in Teak, I think Teak I didn't use even once because now that I have Amber, I don't want this eyeshadow anymore. Like, I don't want to use it anymore. It was like, I used it because the original Amber shade was worse than this one, but this is a very warm toned, like deep metallic. And now that I have this one here, it's not quite a metallic. It's more like a matte with a bit of a shimmer and a bit of a shift. But the color is so perfect for me. It's like this bluish, grayish purple, and it looks so good on my outer corner for deepening up things and also for adding a bit of something sparkly. This one here has just never tempted me ever again since I have made this eyeshadow here. So yeah, didn't use it at all. Rose quartz I did use a few times. I usually use it together with cinder. I don't know, I like the combination of the both of them. Like, I don't apply them on top of each other, but maybe next to each other. I like the gradient going from this one to this one. And as you can see, I mean, the pan is quite huge. And also the eyeshadow is very flat around the pan. So another one that would have been possible to use up completely. Then Dystopian is one eyeshadow that I have repressed myself and like frankened a bit. It's like this very light grayish taupe, and I love using it in my crease, but I kind of stopped using it to use a bit more of Twig. Then Steampunk, sorry I skipped it, is like the Frankened eyeshadow that I did in the video where I was creating these two. And I love this eyeshadow. It's so beautiful. It has a tiny bit of a neutral, a bit warm and a bit purple leaning. I don't know how it does it. Like a base, and then it has this beautiful kind of cool toned shift to it. And then some gold sparkle running through it. It's really an awesome eyeshadow. It's not that like metallic sparkly that you would like get from indie brands or anything, but I think it's way more exciting than any of the other shimmers that ABH had in this palette. I use it mainly on my lower lash line. I love an interesting spicy neutral like this on my lower lash line, but I also use it all over the lid. It has a bit, like the base is a bit deeper than I thought it would be, and so I found it a bit too deep to put it like on the inner part of my lid, but like in the middle and on the outer part, I really like it. And I love mixing these two together. Then let's talk about the other one that I created, Amber. As mentioned, it's this beautiful grayish, bluish, purple shade with this very cool tone, almost bluish shift, and then also some sparkle. But like the main eyeshadow in here and the base feels like a matte. That's why I love to use it for my outer corner. I love deepening up every look with it. I have used it almost every day since I've created it. I'm really so in love with this one here. As you can see, I have used more from this than from this, but that's because this one I like apply to my outer corner, then I go back into my crease shade, then I apply a shimmer, then I go back into this. So like there's a lot of back and forth dipping into this eyeshadow. And with this one here, I don't have to do it because on the lower lash line, it's just this one eyeshadow, so I don't have to keep blending back and forth and everything. So I just don't use as much product each time I use it. But I've also used this one even more than this one. So yeah, it's a perfect shade. And I'm going to repress this one here into another palette. I'm already thinking about one where I want to have a shade like this because it's so good and I love to use it. So I would like to have it in another palette too. So this will be staying here, of course, but this one here, maybe I can repress it until the next time, and then we have like a clean pan in here. That would be nice for like the finale, I think. And then I'm also going to show you, of course, in which palette I've put it. Then Cyborg, I think I used once or twice, not a lot. I was so like focused on these shades, the other shimmers in here. But I love Slate and Cyborg together. It's like the perfect, easy, everyday, cool tone, neutral look. They both are kind of interesting grays. I mean, this is a silver, this is a gray, but they both have some kind of an almost purple undertone. I don't know how to explain it better, but they are really interesting grays that I love to use on me. I've also fallen more in love with this shade the more I've used it. But as I'm working more like on Twig and Dystopian, I've kind of neglected this, and I've also neglected this one. Then this one here, Noir, it's also a Frankened eyeshadow from my first Frankening session I did with this palette. It's a very deep brown or blackened brown shade, and I love to use it on my outer corner for deepening up looks, but especially I love to use it as an eyeliner because I love doing my eyeliner with eyeshadow. And then I've also started using this one here for like filling in my hairline. For some specific hairstyles, I feel like I need to do it, and I'm using it for that, like, let's say once or twice a week, so like not every day. But I feel like that has also kind of thinned out the eyeshadow a lot, and also I was able to expand the pen. And then Birch here is also Franken eyeshadow. It's a very soft peachy shade. I like this shade a lot, but I haven't been reaching for it a ton. I don't know. I'm also very much neglecting this one. I have to get back into using this one. And now let's talk about my goals for this palette. I think, of course, I won't be able to finish this palette. I mean, it's like it's so much eyeshadow left. I just, yeah, it was a bit like delusional of me to think that I could finish it until the end of the year. I mean, I could have if I would have really gone through with the project this year, but I didn't. Next year will be different. Mark my words. I will start in January and we will keep going the whole year. And I've already decided which palette I'm going to choose, and it will be a challenge, but I'm excited for a new start. But let's talk about this one. I think what I want to do with this palette is that I really want to concentrate on the eyeshadows that I already have a lot of progress in. So definitely I'm going to use up Fresh. Then in Pearl, I want to like clean up one corner, I think. I want to also maybe hit Side Pen in Twig and in Rose Quartz. And I would love to hit Side Pen and Twig. I think these are my goals. Dystopian, maybe I can also clean out one corner completely, but I think I won't be focusing on these shades. This one I use automatically, so I will keep using it, and these two as well. And I think Teak I just leave as it is. I mean, if I feel the need to, like if I want to use this eyeshadow, of course I can, but I won't be forcing myself. So we will just keep on expanding the pans that are already there and maybe use up one eyeshadow in here. That would already be great. So that's it for my update. I hope you're still excited for this project. I will post my update for this palette at the end of December, or maybe I will give myself the first week of January too, so that we have like 3 weeks of progress and then I start a new project. I think that's like more manageable. If you're interested in seeing how I frankened a lot of these eyeshadows, I will link the videos down below in the description box. Thank you all so much for being here and for watching, and I'm going to see you soon. Bye!